Hi everyone, I'm sorry, I think I've taken 10 takes on this to do this every time I just cry. And I don't know, something fell out of my pocket. I'm sorry, I probably get a cough because I've been crying. And let's see if I can get through this video. I was going to say this light looks dim to me when I look at it with my naked eye, but then when I look through the phone, it isn't. I was going to say the light is as dim as my life feels right now. Feels like the luster's been taken out of it. The shine is getting less. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your friendship, for your support, and for your prayers. It means the world to me. This is just shocking, the news I got about Polly. I mean, you all know who've been around. He has his, struggles. He was a preemie, so he's had his struggles, but we were getting to a point where I thought I could actually breathe. I could take in a breath, and I don't feel an elephant on my chest anymore because, he's doing better. And then people that have been around know that, he started losing weight and he was in danger of getting a feeding tube, and it was a hurdle. I mean, it's a story about the cross and the Catholic religion. If you think the cross you have now is heavy, wait till the next one comes. It will be heavier to bear, and boy, is that true. Because I remember how scared I was about a feeding tube. Because, a feeding tube, it's in your stomach. It's a site for infection if, got any kind of foreign thing there. So that was overwhelming. That cross was so light compared to this one. I'm in shock. I'm literally, I feel I don't feel. I mean, I feel grief. I feel sadness. I'm in shock. And I can't sleep. I mean, my sleeping is bad as it is, but, And everyone who's been around for a while knows since January of 2019, I haven't been able to eat real food. It has to be mushed, pureed food, basically. I would always say, imagine a delicious cheeseburger topped with tomatoes and lettuce and whatever sauce. I don't even know what you put on burgers anymore. And just, pickles, relish, ketchup, mustard, I don't know what I say. And then put it in a blender and eat it and see how delicious that is. It's the thing about food. It's about presentation, how it looks. That's what the message sends to your brain. It looks good. It tastes good. But anyhow, that's not here or there. I don't remember why I was saying that. I guess just what's been going on. And so that was a cross. All these crosses. But now this, his heart. I've been looking it up, and it says that this is from birth. He was in the NICU for 2 months and 2 days. He had scans almost every day. He had a lot on his brain. But he had echoes and EKGs and everything. And then once we got him out of the NICU, he saw every specialist, I would say, every ologist, all the time. We would go to the pediatrician every other day, blood work and weight checks and everything. And I've been looking up about the syndrome he has, and it's from birth. So what they saw the other day, it would have been there all this time. All these 17 years, somebody missed it. His doctor, who retired as cardiologist, missed it. She missed this? Because if she saw it, she should have told me, this is what he has, and this is what possibly could happen. Yeah, of course, I'd be worrying all these years about it, but, I would like to be prepared that this could have happened. And it's not here or there, It's done. Oh, big deal. Oh, gee, it's a mistake. Oh, gosh. She doesn't even know. She's out in her summer home or winter home in Florida enjoying life. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because Polly's been through enough. But anyhow, just trying to deal with it. I know I'm no good for Polly when I don't sleep and eat. I've been trying to lay down at least. My mom would say, rest your body. I mean, I literally can't eat. I feel like puking, and if I eat a little, I do. My hands are shaking. I hope it doesn't show up on the video, but my hands shake. I'm just in a state of shock. It's like when my other son had brain cancer, I went to a support group, and I was the newest one, and we were in the room, and people could stand up and talk. Oh my gosh, my hand is really shaking. But if I only hold it with one hand, then the phone gets shut off for some reason because I pressed the wrong button because I have to move my hand. Back to the story. In the support group, and you can stand up and talk. So this one dad stood up and he says, "My son wasn't supposed to get cancer. This is supposed to happen to someone else." And then he went around the room and pointed to everyone. He says, "To you, to you, to you, to you, to you." And then when he got to himself and his wife, and he says, "To us. This was supposed to happen to us because we are someone else to you, and you are someone else to us." So when you see things happen, and you always think, sad stories, oh my gosh, but you think it happens to someone else. Thank God it doesn't happen in your family. It happens to someone else, and that's how, I don't know, that's how people think, I guess. But what he said was right. In that room, they were someone else to me. Everyone in that room was someone else. And I was someone else to everyone in that room. So anything can happen. And this horrible thing now happened to us, to my son, who was someone else to someone else. Did I make any sense? I don't know. But anyhow, I'm just in a state of shock. I don't know if I feel anything besides grief, sadness, shock. I don't know. I'm working on trying to sleep and eat. I mean, my sleep is bad. Eating is worst at best. I know I have to take care of me to take care of him. But it's just so hard. I'm sorry I'm pausing so I don't cry. Seems like that's all I'm doing. But again, thank you all for being my friend, my support system. And the person who said, I talked about my friend, so-called friend, they're not a friend. A friend would be there. So I wanted to thank you all for being my friends. This is so hard to go through alone. We have so much ahead of us. Paulie has to have surgery. He might have to be on medication for the rest of his life. They don't have the surgeon here now. It'll be 6 months. They said we might have to go out of state. I think I said out of town, but it's out of state. I don't know how that would happen. Well, it has to happen. That's what his father would say. Well, that's not going to happen. Well, yeah, it will happen. He needs a heart monitor. I already looked it up. I found one on Amazon, and I asked him to get it. And I also asked him to get a baby monitor, because I think if I have a baby monitor in his room and mine, I'll feel more secure. Because when your heart starts going so fast, you could pass out, you get cardiac arrest. Oh my God, I don't want to think of our sudden death. I can't even believe I'm saying these words about my own child. Let's hope the latter doesn't happen. The latter too. But if he's not able to get up, he could at least call out to me, and I think I would be able to sleep well. I never sleep well, but sleep, I can't even get my words out. Sleep a little. So I get a little sleep, feeling secure that I could at least hear him. But you can imagine, his father didn't get it. He's not going to get it. He said he changes shifts this week and work nights and be here in the day, so I could sleep in the day when Polly's awake, and then when Polly goes to sleep, I could stay awake to watch him. Oh, his father did take good, not take the week off, change his hours, but no. Has he been here in the day? No. Have I slept? No. I mean, I don't know how much I sleep. And he's not that good of a person, but I know he would, at least he'd be here, and Polly would be in the room with him in the living room, and if something happened, Polly could yell out to him at least, and then hopefully he'd come get me. But to just lay down and close my eyes, and like today I fell asleep actually for 2 hours, and then I woke up and like, oh my gosh, I fell asleep. I went storming out of my room. My heart, I have my own rhythm problems. My heart went out of rhythm. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? He was okay, thank God. So I have to calm down, I know I do, and I have to take care of myself. And someone had asked, I'm sorry I forgot, about if I could get, it used to be called welfare, I don't know what they call it these days. I can't get it. I went down when my son's father left us in 2016. He abandoned Polly and I. He took our daughter. That in itself was awful. He stole my daughter. Well, it's not called stealing when you were still together, but he took her. I had no idea where they were. So I went down to that, well, I called welfare, I don't know what they call it, and they said I'd have to sell my car to be able to apply. They said it was worth too much. I said, okay, well, if it's worth so much, you give me the money. So what you had to do was you sell your car, and then I think it's called spend down, something like that. So you can buy another car, which would be a junker, which would be dumb, because back then my car was perfect. I have a low mileage. My car now is either 12 or 13 years old, and it has maybe 40,000 miles. I don't drive a lot. His father keyed my car, but when you look at it, and like when it's getting kind of dusky out, it looks beautiful. Inside out, it looks like a new car. It has scratches. Why am I telling you about my car? I have no idea. No idea at all. But anyhow. So, oh yeah. No. Not oh yeah. I don't know. The thought went out of my head. But anyhow, yeah, someone asked about that. So, oh, they asked if I had a P.O. Box. I do have a P.O. Box. I used to put it on all my videos. My subscribers asked me to put one up, and I finally did. And we have a GoFundMe, which was originally put up to try to help my problems so I could eat real food again, because I lost 50 pounds, and I'm a thin person, and that could make me go into that bad heart rhythm that I had. So I was getting scared, and I knew I had to take care of me, because Polly needed me. He's, you know, a former preemie. He had problems, but I thought for once the elephant was getting off my chest and I could breathe, you know. And then he had the little, not little, it's a relapse, where they thought he needed a feeding tube. And in my religion, we're taught, if you think the cross you're bearing now is heavy, wait till the next one comes. And boy, was that right. You know, the feeding tube felt like the end of the world, because you know, you get a feeding tube, it's a hole in your stomach, it's a site for infection. Luckily, he didn't need it. I was able to, with the help of, did I say I have a GoFundMe? I did. I don't know. So I was using the money for Polly, and someone sent us a Walmart card, so I bought some Pediasure there, and he was gaining weight. The Pediasure is what really helps him. So I on that video where someone asked, I put our P.O. Box in the GoFundMe. The money that's there in the GoFundMe is money that has already been spent. That's from, I don't know if it shows the date or if only I can see it or what, but I used, I think about a quarter to a third of it to, you know, I continued on. Of course, this thing that's going on in our world, it's hard to go into the dentist, but I started to take a step forward. The goal that's on there is only a quarter of the way of what I need to get to where I can eat, but at least if I could get somewhere that I lost, did I say I lost 50 pounds, and I'm a thin person? I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But anyhow, so once the feeding tube situation came and the insurance wasn't paying for his Pediasure, I was using whatever money we got anyhow for Polly. So I put it back up on the video that someone asked, and I'll put it on this one, and I'll just put my YouTube, oh my gosh, I'm losing it. My P.O. Box and our GoFundMe up, and the GoFundMe is for Polly now. Doesn't matter about my mouth, whatever, I'll never get to it. So if you know any groups, church groups, you belong to any groups, you could share a GoFundMe, or you feel it in your heart, or you're able to help us, and anything helps, anything. It truly does. Like I was saying, I think I put a video, unless I didn't put up, I said all these big YouTubers who have, you know, some people have 68 million subscribers, and how many millions of people have that? If they asked all their subscribers to give $1, and there was a fund that was made up for subscribers like who needed help for something, you know, their subscribers who are helping them because they're watching them so they can make money, they could give back. And that had nothing to do with me. So I don't know. I was just saying, thinking of, you know, thinking of, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess if that was me, I would be giving back. I'm used to giving back. That's why it's hard for me to ask for help. But if you can help, or if you can pass it around, or just do nothing at all, but I'll put it up so it's there. But anyhow, I'm sorry, I can't, I don't know why I've done this tape 20 times. I keep crying. I'm sorry. I'm so worried about my little boy. And he is my little boy. I just can't calm down. I can't get over how fast his heart was going. And I know I have to. I'm an adult. I have to get myself, slam myself into shape. But you guys are helping by being there, by being my friend, by being there, just knowing someone's there. It's so hard. I have nobody I can call and say how scared I am. I am scared. This pediatrician hasn't even called to check or to say anything. I can't even believe that. It's just, well, of course I can believe it. Others, you guys have said how the medical people aren't the way they used to be. And I know you guys have your own problems and you're always in our prayers, and I hope you're doing okay, and we continue to pray for you. And I'm sorry I can't do the aging thing. I will do it, and the stress management. Right now I'm too overwhelmed. I would be worthless because all I do is cry, so the videos wouldn't really help you. But I will do it. I'll get to your individual comments. But for now, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for praying for my son. You're so kind. I mean, you're just somebody I met. Someone you met on YouTube, and we've become friends. I've made so many friends from my subscribers. You're all an extended family because I have no family. My family all has passed away. It's awful to feel so alone, isolated. I would say to people, if you have your parents, make sure you appreciate them. I wish my mom was alive. If nothing more, I could call her. I'm going to stop here because I can't. I'm just going to cry, and nobody wants to listen to crying. I don't even want to listen to it. I don't even know I have any tears left. Or voice. But thank you for being there for me. And I'll do my best. I might put out some old videos that never made it up, so you have something to watch because I put the time into them. I hope you're doing well. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, hit the like. It helps the algorithm, which helps put my videos out there. Share my videos. Maybe someone else had this condition, has this condition, or has a child who has it. Maybe they have some light they could shed on me. And be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Be kind to yourself. And most importantly, please, please be safe. Thank you. Thank you for being our friend. Bye.